I don't know who was working on the ground.
In Westbury, southwest of Johannesburg, 8 suspects arrested in the troubled area are expected to appear in the Johannesburg Magistrates Court today. The arrests came in the wake of the police's tactical response team deployment in the area last week. The police minister sent through the team after protests that erupted after 45-year-old Heather Peterson was shot dead. Last week, Westbury was a scene of chaos with burning tyres and debris. Disgruntled community members took to the streets demanding police to intervene to curb the scourge of gangsterism in the area. Police and protesters clashed in the wake of shootings. Numerous protesting residents were injured as the police tried to disperse them. Well, leaders of the coloured communities have called off a total shutdown that was planned for today. However, there will be a protest at the JSC in Sandton tomorrow, as well as a mass march in Johannesburg CBD on Friday. For more, we now cross to our reporter Chriselda Lewis, who's in Rivoli. A very good afternoon to you, Chriselda. Give us an update of what's happening there at the moment.
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Peter. What has happened over the past hour or so now is that police have brought in more reinforcement as we head towards the peak hour traffic that will be expected round about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Well, this following threats, of course, by the community that they will bring this entire area to a standstill during a peak hour traffic. And police have, over the past couple of hours, fired rubber bullets at these community members who have gathered here. You'd recall, of course, Peter, from yesterday when a number of the leaders of the various coloured communities had met. They had decided that they were going to have pickets in their various areas, but had promised that there was not going to be any violence pertaining to that. We can confirm that there has been no violence in any of these areas where these pickets have been taking place. But what has subsequently happened is that police have been brought in, and when residents tried to protest towards some of the main areas like here on Nasrec Road, which links many areas including Auckland Park to Soweto and some of the other areas within the south of Johannesburg, police were brought in, and residents have basically accused them of being heavy-handed and shooting rubber bullets at unarmed residents here. As they continue to protest, you could see some of them standing towards the area where I'm going to walk through now. You'll also note, Peter, that over the past couple of hours, we've been trying to get official confirmation from police about exactly how many people have been arrested. We now know that about 3 to 4 have been arrested, and over the past couple of minutes, they have been released from the local police station here, but no charges have been laid against them. Let me speak to one of the coordinators of the Gauteng shutdown team as well, Majid. Majid, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Obviously, we saw some scenes here this afternoon where some of the residents were being shot at, and there's accusations that police have been heavy-handed.
Yes, that's correct, Chriselda. As you can see on my left-hand side is here. Here's the 2 people. There's actually 3 of them that were locked up, but no charges has been laid against them. They were released and they came out. On my left-hand side is people that were shot, and we are going to open cases against them. On the end of the day is, it gave the police no right to shoot at the people where they're protesting peacefully and not harming nobody. They are not a threat for nobody. This is what we are talking about, where cops are violating their rights and the human dignity are being taken away of these poor people as well. And that's why we said, we mentioned it. As Anthony Williams said yesterday, there will be picketing going on, but the picketing will be done peacefully.
But they could argue perhaps that this is a very busy road. We'll see that, of course, during peak hour traffic, and they could perhaps say that you're disturbing or basically targeting some of the vehicles here.
Well, they will be wrong there, because on the end of the day is we're not targeting any vehicle. What are they doing is, like I said, is they are violating the people's right. As you can see, the people are standing here peacefully. They are only picketing for their human rights. That is what it is. I mean, as we said, by all areas, service delivery is very important. And this is neglect of the community. This is the disadvantaged community. As Herman Mashaba said, this premises must be brought down. What is he doing up till today? Nothing to do with this community. The drains are stuck. Work, as we said, skills development is very important. No skills development is going on in this area. No infrastructure is going on here. I mean, those are the things that are crucial.
Let's talk about tomorrow. I do understand that you're going to the Johannesburg Securities Exchange. Tell us what that is about. I know one of the major issues that have featured in these protests has been the issue of what you're saying is exclusion.
Yes, that's correct. The reason for tomorrow is also part and parcel of the skills development and what is happening in our area. What we are saying is, bring the money to the area. Let's have development. And so that those people can go forward. We have youth here that's unemployed. If you can give us job, on the end of the day, we won't find this in our areas. That is the reason why we're going for tomorrow.
All right, Majid, Amin, thank you very much for your time. If you could step towards this direction. Let's chat to you, ma'am. You have just been released from the local police station. Were you part of the protest? Can you tell us what happened that led to your arrest?
No, I was on the other side of the bridge and they caught me that side. I was part of a protest, yes, but when we were on our way back, then they caught me on the other side of the bridge. That's where they took me and took me to the police station.
Did they give you a reason why they were doing that? Were you violent?
No, just because I had a tire in my hand. Now they're saying I had 4 tires in my hand, and how can I carry 4 tires as a woman? But he's lying. The policeman that caught me is lying. So he took other tires from other people and put it on me. You understand?
Did they take photographs?
No. Yeah. They didn't take any photographs.
All right. I understand as well. Police are just about heading into this area now. There's what we've been seeing over the past a couple of hours. There's some of these police nyalas, Peter, driving in and out of the community to ensure that there are not massive gatherings. Anthony Williams will speak to you in just a few moments. So let me come to you. You were also just released from the local police station. Did they lay any charges against you?
They didn't lay any charges against me. When I come up from the circle, that police guy said, "What the fuck are you want in the street?"
Please don't use vulgar.
Then I come up, then they grab me, they spray me with pepper spray, then they throw me in the van. Then I go to the police station for no reason. From 7 o'clock.
From 7 o'clock this morning?
This morning.
All right, so you were standing there. You were not obstructing any traffic?
No, nothing. Just standing there, taking the tire, coming up. After that, pepper spray in my face.
But they would argue perhaps that is violence. I mean, you would not have a tire in your hand if you didn't want to set it alight, I guess.
No, I didn't even have matches on me. I didn't have nothing on me. Just coming up with a tire, then they grabbed me and they put me in a van with pepper spray.
Thank you very much for your time, sir. Just some of the community members here who are saying that police had arrested them for no apparent reason, and they're concerned about the presence of police here. You saw just a few moments ago one of the police nyalas coming into one of these main areas here in Rivoli, and I think of greater concern at this stage as following the community saying that it will wait for peak hour traffic and ensure that it brings this entire area to a standstill. Of course, all of this ahead of that march that will take place to the Johannesburg Securities Exchange tomorrow. Some of the leaders here from the shutdown organizing committee here in Gauteng have come through now here to Rivoli to ensure that those who were arrested will be released, but we do understand that no charges have been laid against them at this stage. But police trying to ensure that, of course, the traffic here does flow quite smoothly as we head towards that peak hour traffic, Peter.
All right, Chriselda, that's where we're going to leave it for the time being. We'll get another update there from Chriselda a little bit later on, hopefully. But it's rushing towards rush hour, and the police, JMPD in particular, trying to make sure that traffic continues to flow unabated there. We'll keep you updated with that.